Hello, welcome to another SPSS demonstration exercise. This demonstration exercise can be found on pages 358 through 359 in Chapter 11 on chi-square. We'll be using the database, the GSS 2008, the subset A, and we'll be working with the variables political views or poll views and educational level is measured through the variable degree. Okay, in this demonstration we're going to get our test of statistical significance, our chi-square statistic, in order to determine whether or not there is a statistically significant difference in political views based on people's educational level. Alright, and so let's just get started here by getting the 2008 GSS subset, and I've already got it uploaded here. Alright, and in terms of this quick demo, what we want to do is we want to go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and then we want to go back down to our cross tab. Oops, not Explore. I'm sorry. We want to go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and cross tabs. And as before, with regard to our cross tab statistic, we want to put our proposed dependent variable, in this case political views, in the rows. So I'm going to go ahead and find that. Political views. And then with regard to educational level, degree, I'm going to put that in the column. And then as we learned in Chapter 10, we want to percentage the table as a function of the column totals. And hit continue. And then now before hitting OK, we want to get our chi-square statistic, which is the test of statistical significance, the inferential statistic that we use when we're looking at the relationship between categorical variables. Okay, and subsequently, it's a statistic that is part of the crosstab function, because crosstabs are the way that we begin to assess the relationship between two variables that are categorical. Okay, so we want to hit statistics here to get our chi-square. We want to go hit statistics, chi-square, and then hit continue. Okay, and now we're ready to get our results. And then we hit OK. It's taking a while to process. Okay, and here is our crosstab, where we're looking at whether or not those people who are extremely liberal or extremely conservative are more likely to be less educated or more educated, depending on how we frame our hypotheses. And we look at the percentage differences. Not much of a percentage difference here, but with regard to those who are liberal, people with a graduate degree tend to be slightly more liberal, and based on our percentage difference rule, that percentage difference seems important, right? That educational level may matter in explaining your political views, with people with a graduate degree being slightly more liberal than those with less than a high school degree. But now what we want to determine is whether or not that relationship is statistically significant. And so what we do is we go on down here, and here's your rules for interpreting your chi-square. You read just your Pearson chi-square statistic. Okay, here's the reported value. The degrees of freedom tell us a little bit about how big the table is, okay, as discussed in Chapter 11. And then most important, you're reading here for significance level, right? And how to interpret and read chi-square is summarized in your rules for writing, okay, that are attached to this module. But in any event, okay, right here, since this is less than 0.05, that significance level is less than 0.05, that means that this relationship is statistically significant. However, okay, if the significance level here was greater than 0.06, like for example 0.1 or 0.13 or 0.3, right? And you'll find when you run your own analyses some relationships that don't approach significance. If the relationship is greater, if the significance level is greater than 0.05, then the relationship is not significant, and subsequently there doesn't appear to be support for your hypotheses. Your explanatory variable doesn't seem that important in explaining your dependent variable. Okay? My suggestion is that you review Chapter 11 carefully, but in terms of a guiding framework for interpreting and writing up your chi-square results for your independent project, I would suggest that you review carefully, right, the rules of writing that are attached to this module. Okay? And that marks the end of another SPSS demonstration exercise, and I wish you the best of luck on this one.